Hi, I'm back, and I hope you are going to enjoy this demonstration. I'm just using some more Yupo paper, and I want to do different effects. So I'm going to just have a lot of happy times with this, and I want you to enjoy it too. Let's just start it on this Yupo paper with this kind of new paint that I've just bought. I've showed it probably before, but it's called Dr. Phil Martin's Hydrus Fine Art Watercolor. Okay, you shake it real good, and you have an eyedropper. You can just, if you can open it, and you pick it up and you can put the paint in like that with an eyedropper. And it's so strong that it just doesn't take very long at all to, you can use it for a long time. And it doesn't get hard like the other paint. I like it real well, but I thought I'd try it on the Yupo paper today. So, let's all get started now. Get that paper out. Let's see you smile today. It's a beautiful day. And we're all here alive and able to paint. How wonderful is that? When you get to be 93, well, that's what I am. And I'm still painting and love it. So just keep going. And I'm just going to keep going every time I can. Okay, after looking this over, yeah, I thought maybe I'd try to do something different. Instead of doing abstract or anything like that, I thought I would start with something I saw the other day when I was out riding in the country. And I'm going to paint this right in here. Came across here like this, back into here. And back in here was green, grass, and then add a little of that down in here. It's kind of a realistic painting with acrylic or on this kind of paper, Yupo paper. So it's kind of an experiment to me, but maybe I'll like it and maybe I won't. Okay, now I'm using my regular watercolors. You can have so much fun with this. I think this is a fun paper. I had more water in my brush, and when you have more water in your brush, then it runs. So I put a little bit of, and you can always put the sky in. That's my dog barking. She's a little pistol. She's a little poodle, and she's spoiled. Really spoiled, I'll tell you. Just putting a little bit of paint on this, and then so I'm going to go with a little darker color in here. Put the trees and the paint on. That's all I'm doing. Because you do have to let it dry. At least I find that it's better if you start letting it dry a little bit. You lay it flat. It doesn't run like that. And if you use it a little bit, but hit the brush and don't use so much water, you have better luck too. All I did now is fill in the basic colors. Now I do have to let this dry. I'm using a fan brush now. not hardly any water, because I'm going to make some trees back in here, and sort of like pine trees in here, because there is pine trees there. And then when you do that, you have to put some darker colors here, down in here, and I will bring more into it. I'm trying to make this simpler, but it's harder, because I wanted to go into a lot of detail, and you have to get this place before you can go into detail. And so I don't want to make so many of a darker color, and a little bit darker color. Maybe it looks sort of like a tree back in here. Go over it carefully, and see if I go over it when it's wet without a lot of paint on. Experimenting, you know, I haven't done hardly any Yupo painting at all, and especially in realistic painting. So it's kind of a new experience for me, and I'm not sure if I'm going to like it or not, but I'm going to put some lighter color back in here. Kind of like it's going back in the distance. This I want it a little bit lighter. Not going to be much sky showing. Over here there's a little bit of sky, but it's darker, so I may have to make it into trees. Okay, I got the background kind of the way it might work. Now, to go into flowers around the edge, I guess you could make kind of a texture with this kind of a fan brush on this paper. See how that ran down like that? That could be, I could leave that being some of the tree limbs or the trunks going up there. I don't know. There was a lot of texture down here. So you just gotta kind of experiment, you know. If you don't like it, which you probably won't. This is some gouache. It's a little brighter green. Put a little brighter green in here. I do this. That's why I think I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and then I'll do it a little bit at a time so it won't take so long. It's kind of, you know, I like to paint in watercolor better on paper and just let the water do it. This is working more like acrylic, and I kind of, it's fun, but it's not as much fun to me as watercolor, just plain watercolor. And I'm covering up this because I'm doing this. This is a picture, and you can see the texture. Can you see that? That's a lot of texture. Down here is the water lilies, and there's some over there. And I'm not going to put all that texture in, but I'm not sure if I sprayed this a little bit, if I would like it better. You know, you could kind of experiment with things. You know how many times you've seen how many times I paint over stuff, haven't you? Because I get tired